It is completely overwhelming and exhausting to be arrested and accused of a criminal case. I get all that, but I do have 5 pretty decent tips for you folks that you need to consider right after you get arrested. Because if you don't do these 5 things, it's going to spell trouble. And I've been defending criminal cases here in Central Florida for over 31 years. And I know I've got a lot of videos out there. And I think I've done a video on everything that I'm going to talk to you about right now, everything we're going to learn about. But for this video, what's cool is I'm putting it all in one place, right? Let's talk about it. Number 1, you know the drill, but I gotta repeat it until I'm blue in the face. When you get arrested, you gotta remain silent. It's basic, it's simple, and I don't even want you volunteering information, okay? You're like, well, I didn't confess to anything. Yeah, but I can't have you volunteering crap either. What you volunteered might screw us later, so just be quiet. Just remain silent. I'm gonna say that till I'm blue in the face. I gotta get that one out up front. Okay? The second thing I want to tell you is, it sounds self-serving. It's not. You got to immediately request an attorney. So that does not mean you got to have one in your back pocket. That does not mean you got to have one drive across town and be right next to you. The simple request for an attorney is like a magic Harry Potter word in the legal community, and bam, you like wave that wand and crap happens. What happens? They are required to stop questioning you. Cops love to question you. They like to pepper you with little bitty questions here and there, try to get something out of you. If you just keep requesting an attorney, well, politely, you know, I'd like to have my attorney here. I'd like to talk to an attorney before I say anything. Bam! They have to stop. If they don't stop after you ask for an attorney, be clear about it. Don't say, well, maybe I should have somebody. Not maybe. I want an attorney before I answer any more questions. I want to call an attorney. I want to talk to an attorney. Be clear about it, and that will be very good for your case. And I will be very happy, and you will be very happy. Number 3, I want you to avoid arguing and disputing your case with the cop. And I want you to avoid insulting the cop. I've encountered some law enforcement, and you have encountered maybe some law enforcement. They are not nice to you. They might be mad at the world for all I know, at least the way they behave sometimes. And maybe you're not in the best place during your arrest either. Maybe you're just accused of something that you're completely innocent of, and the last thing you need in your life is handcuffs and a trip to the jail, and now you lost your job. Look, I get it. It's devastating. But what I can't have happen is that when you argue, when you insult, when you do all these things with the cops, you know what ends up happening? They arrest you for resisting an officer without violence, resisting an officer with violence. Unfortunately, you do not get to fight your case right then and there when the cops are confronting you. That's not the time to fight the case. There are professionals. I have a master's degree. I have a Juris Doctorate degree. We fight the case later. We are trained to fight these cases later. Just leave it up to us later. Don't try to defend yourself right then and there and get all combative with the cops, and then you get these extra charges. I've seen it too many times. It ain't worth it. And you're already innocent of a charge potentially, but then you got this stupid charge that can be harder to get out of. So that's one thing that you need to consider. Number 4, document your situation. Document what happened to you, okay? Every little thing. After you get out of jail, open up your iPhone notes, you know, just start talking to your phone about what happened, because you're not gonna remember all these little details. And these details that you're gonna take down immediately as soon as you can are going to be important to people like me. And I want to know all sorts of things. I even want to know the environment, the condition, you know, where did this happen? Was it raining? Was it cold? Was it hot? Sometimes we think Florida's always hot, but I've had plenty of DUI cases where I got somebody coming from the club, they're not wearing a whole lot of clothing, and it's freezing out, and this cop's got somebody roadside trying to do field sobrieties, and they're saying they're drunk because they're shaking, and they're shaking because of the temperature. I want you to document everything that you remember, even keeping some of the physical evidence, okay? What do I mean by that? I had a client recently that really helped out his case. He had a sweatshirt on, and there was a little blood trickle on the sweatshirt, and he didn't wash it, thank God. He saved it, you know, not like Monica Lewinsky style, but he did save it, and that helped our case. And I want you to think of some of those things that, I better save that. I better take pictures of that. I better document that. Please, it will help all of us later. And finally, tip number 5, This is very, very important. I can't have you talking about your arrest publicly. I can't have you posting this stuff on social media. I know that you just saw somebody post a comment and you just got arrested for something similar last night, or you just got mistreated by the cops just like this person did, and you're gonna do what you do on social media. You're gonna do what you do in the comment section. No, please resist that urge. Resist. I don't want you saying anything to anybody. It's just gonna hurt your case. They are watching you. It's pretty easy. They have interns, right? These interns, they got nothing to do half the time. They're not lawyers yet, so they're digging around on you. And it's easy to dig around remote. They can work remote and figure out things on social media. Shut it down, folks. Shut it down. Okay, those are my 5 tips. If an arrest happened to you in Central Florida, you know I've been defending criminal cases here since 1993. I would love to help you out. I bet I can help you out. Please give our office a call. If you're just here for the knowledge, I appreciate you. I appreciate you watching. There's probably some button on the screen somewhere where you can subscribe, you can like. They change these buttons all the time. Whatever the button is, all these things I think can help us out, and I would appreciate your help. Thanks again for watching.